Alright guys, so just a real quick update on the micro. This is the one that I ran using these tires on the last video. It did good. The problem was it was just overpowered, or pretty much it was just too much speed and too much power, combination of both. And what was happening is it was just pulling wheelies and just flying all over the place. Just it was torquing the chassis, it was making it flip over, it was making it come up and down. You can see it on the video. But anyways, that was an issue, obviously. Right now, as you can see, I'm running that 6100 kV motor, which fit in there nicely, and the transmission that I put to convert it to be able to use on the micro. Just a reminder, that's a free download, the file on Thingiverse on my Gamyrc website, account. This is the ESC. I put it on the side, fit nicely in there, nothing sticking out. Well, that cable there. But it just fits nicely in there. Then I have the receiver in the back, and then the on and off switch down here. Pretty much issues that I ran into it, like I said, it was overpowered. I already ordered the 4300 kV motor, which I think should be plenty, seeing how this one was just extremely overpowered. I'll try that 4300 kV, see if that works out on 2S, and then I still have the option to go 3S with it if I wanted to. So I'll do the 2S with that one and see how it goes. Other issue, I said on my previous video on the description of the video, I had no issues with it whatsoever, no breakage or nothing. That's not entirely true. I just realized earlier today. There wasn't a breakage per se, but if you could see in there, the little pin that holds these guys together, like you have a pin there, but that one's missing. So these drive shafts, the pins just flew out of them. Not this one. Hold on, there's another one. Yeah, like this one right here. That pin flew right out of it. So I guess I was just using them in a way they weren't meant to be used. So I'm gonna have to fix that. It wasn't an issue when riding it though. Because I still had the little pin on the other side, but I guess it snapped it in the middle, or maybe there's a pin that comes from this side and then the other side. I don't know. I haven't tinkered with it yet, but what I'll do is I'll just push out the remaining piece of the pin, and I'll use something like a roll pin in there that'll hold it in place, and it'll be super tight and strong, and that should take care of that. So I'm thinking these pins, because they just look like solid pieces, it doesn't look like a roll pin, so these solid pieces don't fit as snugly in there, so I'm gonna have to go with the roll pin, which will actually put some pressure and it won't snap out of there. But yeah, that was unexpected. I was really banking on these trash shafts being extremely strong, but I guess not. Anyways, no issues with the axles themselves, no issues with the transmission. Oh yeah, before I ordered the 4300 kV motor, I went ahead and printed these out. These are like extreme deep dish wheels. I did that because once I ran these, I realized that he wasn't really digging that deep into the sand, once it got the speed. So having the solid plate on the side is really not all that necessary. I was expecting him to just dig holes and then that sand going in there was going to be an issue, but he seems to just ride right over the sand, no problems. And then these tires were designed to dig into the sand, which is why I was getting such an extreme amount of traction, which was necessary when I was running the slower motor, but I don't think I need that anymore with this brushless setup. So I went ahead and designed these. These have an extremely low profile on the teeth themselves. What I was going with this is I was looking to make a tire that would pretty much float on top of the sand. I wanted to go complete opposite from this, because this was meant to make holes. This was meant to just rip and pull and whatever. But this one, I wanted to just ride on top of the sand. That way it won't dig those big holes and get stuck. It's just gonna kind of like glide over all the sand. Now, this would become an issue if the incline is too much. Obviously there's not enough traction, so I need like an extreme amount of speed, or just come with the speed and, you know, carry on to go up. But seeing how fast this thing is, I don't think that's going to be an issue. I'm going to play with these. Obviously I can make these holes deeper, you know, to make this tooth a little bit more pronounced and get a little bit more traction. But I went with the, you know, smoother feeling here, so because, you know, the extreme power was just, you know, I figured this would be a good setup for it. You have to test it though, so we don't know if they're gonna work. I know they do look cool. I mean, if anybody wants these, let me know. I'll post them on my Thingiverse account, so you can download them and get them done for your little rigs. And but like I said, I haven't tested them yet. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're gonna work, but if they don't hold me to it. Like I said, you know, if you guys want it, I'll post it. I usually don't post things unless I test them, but it doesn't look like it's gonna be a good day for riding. It's about getting ready to rain, and that's an issue, as you already know. Wet sand doesn't really look that cool when you're riding, and it's not really a good way to test these kind of tires. You know, pretty much any tire can go over wet sand at this scale, because it doesn't really dig into the sand. It's just kind of like going over it. But let me know if you want those tires. I'll post them. You can print them. I may even make deeper ones if you want to print those out. I went with the straight paddle design. I didn't want to make the triangle, circle, or nothing like that, because like most of my files and my free prints and all that stuff, I try to make them to where you could print them on any kind of printer with no supports, and that's what I did with these. These required no support whatsoever, and they printed out nicely. So if you guys want some with, you know, different paddle designs and all that stuff, just make sure that, you know, let me know first, of course, so I can make them, and just make sure that your printer's going to be able to do it, because as with everything, you know, complex prints will give you issues sometimes, and I'd rather it be something that doesn't need any supports or anything, so it could be a quick print if you mess it up, and you'll be good to go. Ooh, there's thunder. Anyways, that was just a quick update on it. Let me know. What was it? Yeah, if you want these files, if you want the deeper ones, if I don't know, anything that you need, let me know, and tell me what you think. Alright, thanks for watching, guys, and I hope I can get some videos of this soon, so you guys can see whether they work or not. Thanks.